After spending 3 years learning how to be the perfect housewife, Rhiannon nervously serves Farah a freshly prepared cup of tea. She watches anxiously as Farah takes a sip, then smiles and compliments her. Overwhelmed with relief, Rhiannon thanks her for all the guidance she's received. Suddenly, Mira bursts into the kitchen sobbing. She explains that Errol is gone and that she found a letter on his bed. Rhiannon quickly reads it and learns that Errol has left for the City of Magic without telling anyone beforehand, while Mira cries because it feels like her brother just vanished like someone who went to get milk and never came back. Rhiannon feels guilty, remembering that she once disappeared in a similar way. Farah hugs her tightly, warning her not to ever leave them like Errol did. Rhiannon reassures her that she has no intention of running away, but before the emotions settle, Errol casually strolls into the room, still sleepy, as if nothing dramatic just happened. Farah sighs, accepting that as long as her children are safe, everything will somehow work out. Meanwhile, Errol is already traveling by carriage toward the City of Magic. He asks the driver how long the trip will take and learns they still have 3 days left. The driver asks why Errol keeps moving between big cities, catching the attention of the other passengers. A few young passengers, who are also headed to the Magic Academy, start asking questions. One boy named Kaido wonders why Errol is joining at such an old age, while another girl, Kufa, assumes he's someone who has failed the entrance exam multiple times. The two start bickering, and Colette tries to calm them, but they ignore her completely. Errol realizes all 3 of them are newly awakened mages. Kaido proudly says he uses red magic and asks Errol what type he uses. Errol recalls what his father once told him. Magic is divided into colors based on the elements a mage specializes in. But because he never awakened to any particular element, his father trained him to use every type instead. So Errol explains that he has no official magic class. He's a classless jack of all trades. Kufa laughs, saying there's no way someone without a class could attend a magic academy. Kaido accuses Errol of lying, until Errol calmly shows his class card, clearly marked as classless. Kaido begins mocking him even harder for trying to learn magic without a class. Errol just sighs, used to hearing the same insults countless times. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoes from the forest, frightening the horses. Errol tells them it's the cry of a troll king. Terrified, Kaido tries to get the driver to escape, but the panicked horses refuse to move. Colette starts panicking, but Kufa reminds her that trolls are slow, so they should be able to fight. Kaido agrees and gets ready to battle, though he's clearly shaking. As the troll approaches, the kids gather their courage, only for a huge club to send the creature flying. Everyone freezes as the real Troll King, as far larger and more terrifying than the first, steps into view. All hope instantly evaporates. The girls desperately wonder if they can do anything, but Kaido steps forward, trembling yet determined. He pours all of his mana into his wand and fires a massive fireball at the monster. The explosion blasts across its face, and for a brief moment, they think they might have won. But the Troll King only roars louder, now completely enraged, ready to tear them apart. The girls quickly realize that Kaido's attack only made the Troll King even angrier, and he shouts that he's already burned through all his mana. The giant monster stomps toward the carriage, ready to strike, when suddenly a massive explosion spell obliterates it in an instant. Everyone is stunned, wondering who could have used such overwhelming magic. Errol casually steps out of the carriage, thinking to himself that he may have put a bit too much mana into that spell. Kaido stares at him in disbelief, asking if he was the one who did it. Kufa points out that explosion magic is a top-tier red magic spell, something only high-level archmages are capable of. The shock on Kaido's face says it all. Errol then walks over to the frightened horses and casts healing magic on them, calming them enough to move again. The driver gratefully thanks him, but Errol simply asks the driver to handle the fighting next time, which the driver brushes off as too troublesome. Kaido approaches Errol and apologizes for his earlier attitude, convinced now that Errol must be some kind of elite magic instructor. He even declares that he wants to become Errol's student. Errol tries to explain, again, that he's classless, but the kids assume he's just hiding his true rank. Watching them basically worship him, Errol regrets not just swinging a sword instead. it would have been less suspicious. With things settled, the carriage continues, and after 3 more days, they arrive at an astonishing floating city. Kaido excitedly points it out as the City of Magic. Errol is amazed by the architecture, especially the bridge suspended by magic itself. While Kaido follows Errol around like a loyal puppy, Kufa suspects that he must have been brainwashed. Errol is tired of being misunderstood everywhere he goes. As they enter the city, Kaido asks if Errol will join him in the Red Magic School, explaining that the academies are divided by magic color, since each element uses its own spell language and training style. Kufa plans to attend the Blue School, while Colette nervously prepares for the Green School. Errol realizes he'll have to take another entrance exam and prays he doesn't face rejection like he did in the Sword City. After saying goodbye to the girls, Errol and Kaido head to the Red School. When Errol submits his application, the receptionist asks if his information is correct, which makes him assume he'll be rejected for being classless. But she simply approves it, explaining that the school gives everyone a fair chance, class or not. Errol is stunned. Inside the exam area, one applicant shows off a fireball, and then another confidently declares he's already an advanced mage, drawing admiration from the crowd. Kaido explains that advanced mages are basically guaranteed a strong future. Errol shrugs, remembering how his father was unbelievably talented, but still spent his life living quietly in the countryside. The advanced mage then casts a dramatic eruption spell at the test dummy, impressing everyone, until they realize the dummy hasn't melted at all. The examiner explains that it's made of mithril, a metal resistant to ordinary magic. Kaido starts mocking the guy, but Errol silences him. Finally, it's Errol's turn. Standing before the mithril dummy, he decides to go all out and truly test himself. As he gathers power, the examiner feels a surge of mana and becomes alert. Errol unleashes an eruption spell, though at first glance, it appears to be only a thin beam of magic striking the dummy. The crowd laughs at Kaido when Errol's spell initially looks weak, but their smiles vanish when the mithril dummy suddenly melts into liquid metal. Everyone is stunned. The eruption spell normally isn't powerful enough to melt mithril. The advanced mage accuses Errol of cheating, but Errol calmly explains that he compressed the flames into a tight point, increasing the temperature enough to break through the metal. The boy is speechless. Being able to modify a spell's structure is something only highly skilled mages can do. Errol starts walking away, and Kaido hurriedly asks where he's going. Errol replies that he intends to take the entrance exams at the other magic schools as well. He arrives at the water school just as Kufa finishes her test. She's surprised to see him, and Errol says he'll be taking the exam too. When it's his turn, Errol forms razor-sharp ice spikes so dense and reinforced that they shatter the mithril dummy to pieces. After crushing the hopes of every applicant watching, he moves on to the Green School. There, he finds Colette nervously sitting off to the side. She's too anxious to even sign up. She admits she always fails, so she fears failing again. Errol, confused, asks why fear matters. After all, failure doesn't end your life. His simple, straightforward logic shocks her. She realizes that even if she fails, she can simply try again. With her nerves eased, she thanks him. Colette explains that the Green School exam requires applicants to make a windmill spin using magic. Errol signs up and steps into the arena. He focuses, unleashes a tornado spell, and accidentally obliterates the windmill. Only then does he realize the test equipment is not made of mithril. The examiner declares him passed anyway and calls Colette forward. With Errol's reassurance, she takes her test and succeeds. Errol continues through the remaining schools one by one, passing every entrance exam with ease. Finally, he arrives at the Black Magic School, which looks almost abandoned. Inside, he notices a weird creature in a box. A cheerful woman rushes over, happily retrieving the creature and bragging that she created the chimera herself. Then a walking skeleton suddenly greets him. Startled, Errol instinctively slices off its head. The skeleton calmly reattaches it and introduces herself as Latelia, a perfectly normal person who just happens to look like a skeleton. Errol asks how to take the exam, but Latelia explains that no one applies to the Black School, so they don't even hold exams. Errol joins anyway. Later, he reunites with Kaido and the girls, who immediately start arguing over which school he'll attend. Errol sighs and tells them he's enrolling in all of them. Kaido can't believe it. Attending even 3 schools is considered impossible. But Errol then lists them one by one: red, blue, green, yellow, white, and black. All 6 magic academies. The kids are completely shocked by his insane ambition. That wraps up episode 7. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next part, and watch the next video right here.